That was a year after the shooting, and he was still affected by the slight of what? That the guy didn't shoot his gun and maybe looked at him a little askance for attacking him?
Right.
That is a disgusting person.
Right. That's obviously somebody that didn't have any self-control, Dr. Drew, who couldn't even
this is
control...
more than that. No,
well, yes,
no.
Well,
this
of
is
course.
somebody
We know
who
that there's
thinks
something
everyone's
wrong
out.
with the guy.
He is perfect, and everything that's wrong in the world is everybody else.
Right.
And he has a right then to take offense to it and to take action because the guy looked at me, man. It's like road rage with a gun in his hand. It's craziness.
Exactly. And Dr. Drew, all I want to say about this case with Eddie Ray Ralph, he is a grown-ass man. You know what? You're right. When we talk about that before, he chose to do drugs and alcohol. He had multiple chances in the VA hospitals and other places that he was put into an institution to get help. And then when he went out, it's like when we talk about people who are bipolar, Dr. Drew, you say they have to stay on top of their medicine.
Yes.
It's their responsibility.
Yes.
It's their family's responsibility. It's
Yes.
people around them to help them get help and stay better. He did not do that. He has to pay the consequences.
If you don't do that, it's on you. And I feel bad saying that, but that's the way it goes. I want to show you the brother. He was on, Chad Littlefield's brother was on the Today Show this morning. Here's what he had to say about Ralph. Take a look.
It was all an act. I taught him in high school, and that's new out there. Everybody that knows me remembers that I worked with him. That's just the way he was. He never grew up. He was still just opposite defiant, and he had nothing wrong in the mind except for the drug use.
Anahita, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. Oppositional defiance. That's the thing I'm saying he likely had. That's the torture of the animals. That's the not caring about other people. That's the interpersonal slight. And I'm telling you, counselor, if there's an appeal, all that stuff is going to be emphasized next time, and it's not going to be pretty.
Right. I agree with you. But the big takeaway, or one of the biggest takeaways I think we can get from this verdict, Dr. Drew, is that in our legal system, there is a big, big difference between being mentally ill, which clearly he was, and being legally insane.
Yes, yes, that's for sure. Yeah, and let me use a bigger umbrella that people like using that I'm going to adopt for today. Evil. If you really don't care about other people and you think you're right in all circumstance and you have a right to act out on other people in brutal ways just because they slight you, I'm going to call that evil. You may also be mental ill. You may also be doing drugs and alcohol. You may lack insight. You may be more likely to be violent because of all those things. But you didn't take treatment. And in that circumstance, that moment, that's about as evil as you can get. I'm just saying.